All right, hey everyone. It is right at 8:30, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And I wanted to just thank everyone for coming tonight and tuning in, taking the time to learn about just the lifestyle of wellness and health and what that means for you. And I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen because I have some slides and things that I want to share with everyone tonight. So I'm going to do that real quick. And we'll start. All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about a lifestyle of health and wellness using Young Living essential oils. And this is really something that I am passionate about, and hopefully that as we share tonight, you can kind of get a glimpse of what we're talking about. Health and wellness and that pursuit is really important for every person, and it's a personal decision. And so hopefully as we talk tonight, you think of some things that inspire you to pursue a healthier and a better life for yourself. So just to start out with a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. So this information is just for educational purposes. It's only my experiences and the things that I've learned through my own personal research. So if you have any medical conditions or are on any prescription medications, please consult your doctor first. The statements that we're making tonight about the products have not been evaluated by the FDA. And we are not treating, diagnosing, or curing any kind of disease. So what you do with this information tonight is your sole responsibility. And we also want to point out that the views and the products that we talk about, the suggestions that we make, they only apply to Young Living essential oils and products, and individual results may vary. So just need to throw out that bit of information for everybody tonight just to make sure we're all on the same page. And a little bit about me. Some of you might not even know me or have ever heard of me, so I just kind of wanted to introduce myself. My name is Hannah Shanks, and my husband and I have been married for about 5 years. We live in the Kansas City area, and that is him and I pictured on the left there, and that was from a vacation we took earlier this year to Canada, which was amazing. And we live in the Kansas City area, and we both have jobs and have a house, and we're expecting our first baby and things. So we live a really busy life. And it wasn't until I got married, actually, that I cared anything about health or wellness or taking care of myself. And really what kind of started me on this journey was understanding that once I got married, I was responsible for taking care of my family, taking care of my house. I was responsible for buying the groceries and what we were putting in our bodies and what we were using as far as cleaning products and things to put on our skin and things like that. And I kind of had a realization that I was just assuming that all of the food that I could see at the grocery store and all of the products that I had always used or that I knew about, that those were just what was safe. And I had never given it really a second thought. And I had spent my entire life not caring anything about health or wellness. I really didn't care about taking care of myself. And I was very disinterested in any kind of physical activity whatsoever. And I wanted to eat what I wanted, and I didn't want to eat vegetables. And I was just on a pretty bad path of just not really caring about my health at all. And it kind of, I kind of came to the realization just through some influence from friends and things that I had read and been confronted with that I really couldn't keep going down that path. I couldn't keep not caring about myself and not taking care of myself. And I didn't want to continue just gaining weight, becoming more and more unhealthy, becoming more and more tired and sick, and feeling kind of powerless to do anything about it. And so I kind of started down a path of just recognizing, I needed to lose weight. I need to make lifestyle changes to be a healthier person so that I can enjoy my family and my life with my husband and with our kids and with friends and everything, and be able to enjoy the body and use the body that God gave me. And so I really started down kind of a journey of investigating what would be the right way for me to eat, and realizing that I couldn't just keep eating whatever I wanted, that I needed to kind of figure out how to change my lifestyle to eat healthier. And so we started down that. We kind of eliminated processed foods and eliminated a lot of sugar, and I developed a passion for understanding nutrition, understanding what food we should eat and things like that, that I really had never had before. And really became interested in, eating whatever we could and doing what natural things that we could to promote better health. That was really the first time that I had ever become passionate about something like that. And I really kind of feel like the laziness that I had lived with for most of my life up until that point had kind of just made me settle for not being passionate about anything. And I didn't really have anything that I was, super passionate about, that I loved studying about and reading about and learning more about. And I didn't really have any dreams that I was pursuing. And I even told my husband that at one point, like, I don't really feel like I have a dream. I see all these people who have passions and desires and things that they really care about doing with their lives. I don't really feel like I have that. I just kind of feel like I'm floating through life. And as I just walked out that path that I really believe the Lord set in front of me, it really became apparent that He wanted to change my life and my perspective on that and give me a passion that I really had no idea that I would ever have. And so I have really fallen in love with the whole wellness aspect of just helping to educate myself and educate other people about how to take care of their healthy bodies and how to pursue wellness and health by things that we can do proactively. And so a couple of years ago, I was introduced to Young Living by my friend Crystal, and she is the one who's pictured on the right-hand picture with me. And she had been on a similar journey through much different circumstances, but a similar path to pursuing wellness, and kind of approached me and said, I think this would really be right up your alley. I've really fallen in love with this company and these products, and I think you would love them too. And sure enough, I did. And so that's kind of my story and where I came from. And so I am so blessed to be doing something that I love now, and sharing about wellness and sharing about nutrition and helping other people kind of discover this path for themselves. And so that kind of brings us to you. What about you? You are here for some reason tonight. Something about our class intrigued you to tune in. And so I would love for you right now to just think of 3 areas, and you might have more, but at least 3 areas that you would like to see your health improve, your personal health or your family. It could be either one. And then write them down. Write down those 3 things, or if you have more, that's fine. But write those things down so that you can actually visualize them. And I want you to think about a few things. Do you want to work on keeping yourself and your family healthy? And do you want to feel better and have more energy and more drive and stamina and enthusiasm? And then also, do you believe that toxic chemicals that you're exposed to lead to health issues? And do you have cleaners and household products and medicines or food in your home that have those toxic chemicals in them? And are you interested in ridding your life and your home of those toxic products? And if you answered yes to any of those questions, then you are definitely in the right place, because that is what we're all about, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I truly believe that toxic exposure is a really big problem. I think that there are too many people who are off track counting the wrong things, like calories or grams of fat or whatever, and not reading ingredients on the things that they're putting in their body and on their skin. And there's not enough people who are counting the chemicals on the label and just kind of turning a blind eye to the fact that we are exposing ourselves willingly a lot of times just by using products that have tons of toxins in them. Food is a really big offender when it comes to this. If you're unaware of what is in our food, this is some of the worst things that we can find. And these are preservatives and additives, dyes and colorings. These are synthetic products that are added to our food to either make them taste better or to make them a certain color or to make them last longer. And if you haven't noticed, the grocery stores are full of boxes and bags and packages of food that don't go bad. And that's kind of a problem, because if it's real food, if it came from the earth, if it came from nature, it should go bad. It should start to mold or decay, because that's a natural occurring process in nature. Things start to decay, and if they've been pumped full of preservatives and additives and things like that, then they have a really long shelf life, and that should kind of be concerning. So that's one thing that you can look out for. There's also pesticides and non-organic produce and meat and dairy products, where trace amounts of those, or sometimes not even trace amounts, but quite a bit of those pesticides can come through in our food, and then we're ingesting those. That's really dangerous. And then packaging chemicals and animal drugs, things that are used on the food and the growth process, pesticides, herbicides, drugs, and hormones and things like that are really bad for us to be ingesting, that we're just doing this constantly. And eating food that is really bad for us has lots of toxic substances in them. And that's really, really harming our health and the systems of our body from functioning properly. You might not know, or you might have already heard this, that the average woman applies 515 toxic chemicals to her body daily. So food is not the only offender, actually. In addition to there being lots of toxins in our food, there's tons of toxins in our household products and our bath and body products that we're using on a regular basis. And that's a really scary thing to think about. 515 toxic chemicals that we're applying to our skin. When you think about all the things that we're spraying and rubbing on our skin, applying to our skin as far as makeup and lotions and toothpaste and creams and ointments and sprays, body splashes and things like that, it really adds up. So that's a pretty alarming number. Also alarming is that it takes 26 seconds for the chemicals and anything in your personal care products to enter your bloodstream. And so what you're applying to your skin, which is your largest organ, really does absorb, and it gets into your bloodstream and can affect your body, goes throughout the systems of your body. And so if you're putting lots of chemicals on your skin on a daily basis, it's building up in your cells and getting into your bloodstream. And so it's really important to know what's in your products. And we're not going to talk through every one of these toxic chemicals, but there are tons found in cosmetics and bath and body products. These are just the top 10 that are really common. And if you look at the ingredients list, if it even has an ingredients list, but if you look at your lotions or your toothpaste or your shampoo or really any product that you're putting on your skin, household care, beauty care, anything like that, you're likely to find something like this. And I think it's really concerning that we're putting things in our bodies and on our skin on a daily basis that we can't even pronounce the name of. We don't even know what that is, where it came from, if it's toxic or not, if it's a natural product or if it's completely synthetic, what it could do to us. And we've just been trained kind of by manufacturers and marketing to just trust that whatever they're selling us in the bottle is going to make us beautiful or make us whatever. And so we put it on our skin without even a second thought to the fact that we can't really tell where those things came from. And that's really becoming a problem, and it's really affecting people's health. So kind of where I have come from, and my paradigm shift a little bit has been with realizing how many chemicals we're exposed to on a regular basis, and with realizing how tainted our food supply is and how careful we have to be about getting proper nutrition and not eating processed food. It kind of has been a mentality change for me of sick care versus health care. And this has really been eye-opening for me to kind of realize that, and our culture is very much this way and has this mindset that we call all of our medical interventions healthcare. That's kind of the umbrella term that we use to describe that. And what I think we really mean is sick care when we're talking about medications and doctors and things like that. And so kind of what we think is, you know, well, we have medicine and we have doctors and we have all of those things for when we get sick. And so I don't really have to worry about my health. I don't really have to do anything about it. So I can eat a diet really high in processed and sugary foods, and I can eat whatever I want. And I don't really have to exercise because I don't really like doing that. And I have totally been in that place. Where I wanted to eat what I wanted and I didn't want to have to work out, and I wanted to be healthy, and I wanted to just rely on a medication to fix whatever came up. And because of that, I lived with a lot of anxiety about what if something bad happens? What if I come down with something? I didn't really like the idea of having to take medication or, you know, at some point being, you know, rushed to the emergency room or having to have something serious happen. And so I had anxiety about something going wrong with my health, but I wanted to kind of live in that, I guess, denial that what I was doing on a daily basis to take care of myself would make any difference. And so we rely on, over-the-counter or prescription medications to just fix our issues. And we wait until we are sick to do anything about our health. And we wait until it's serious, or we wait until it's an emergency. And then we start thinking about it. Then we start doing something about it. And so that's the mentality that most people have, I think. And we think of healthcare as, oh, well, we go to the doctor when we're sick. But really, that's when we've waited too long and we haven't done anything about our health. We haven't taken care of our healthy selves. And so we've made ourselves sick. And I really believe that the body was made to function properly, and it was made to function well. We have all these systems of the body that work together miraculously to keep us healthy and to keep our bodies functioning, and they were designed that way. And we, by the things that we expose it to with toxic chemicals, or by not eating nutritious food, and so we become depleted, or we overload ourselves with toxins, then we become sick, and then we give our health a second thought. And I really think that the focus should be on doing things to take care of our healthy selves. And that looks like eating nutrient-rich, real food that nourishes our bodies and does not poison us by pumping our cells full of additives and preservatives and synthetic chemicals. And that looks like intentionally moving our bodies, intentionally exercising, going for walks, doing things to get our blood pumping and to support the systems of our body and function. They're not designed to just sit around and do nothing. Our bodies were made to move, and they work best when we do that. And then also just to focus on preventing issues from coming up, and focusing on keeping ourselves well, and doing everything we can with a natural focus, using natural supplements and using effective natural methods before there's a problem, so that we're taking care of our healthy selves, so that when we do get sick, we have that sick care available to us, which is wonderful. And so thankful for the fact that we do have those options for when they are necessary. But when we can focus on taking care of ourselves as best we can with nutrition and exercise and doing natural things that are good for us, then we can take care of our healthy selves and prevent a lot of problems in the future. And so that's been really a mindset change for me. And I saw this the other day, and I've heard somebody talk about this, that just because things are common doesn't mean that they're normal. And so just because it's common that people are eating a bunch of junk food, and that processed food and sugary food is everywhere, and that seems to be what everyone's doing. And even though the sick care mentality seems to be what everyone has, and that's very common, and it's very common for people to have health issues and tons of things that they're struggling with, that doesn't mean that it's normal. And that doesn't mean that that has to be your reality too, that just because everybody else does it, that you have to be that way too. Just go with the flow and be like everyone else. That doesn't mean that that's normal. Normal is to be functioning properly and to be doing things as we're intended to take care of our bodies and our healthy cells. And so I think that's a really important mindset change, to kind of think about, there are chemicals everywhere, but I don't have to subject myself and my family to them. I can get rid of them in my life and do things for myself and my family to take care of us while we're healthy, and to promote health and wellness in our lives, so that we don't have to be like everybody else and struggle with different issues and things. We don't have to be common. We can take care of ourselves before things become really bad. And so that's to Young Living. Young Living is a wellness company that's been around for 21 plus years at this point. They have been focused on providing products to their members that are for promoting health and wellness and for optimal functioning of the body. And they specialize in essential oils. That's probably what you know Young Living for. That is what they're known for the best. And an essential oil is a potent and volatile compound that is derived from a plant. So it's the living liquid that comes from the leaves or branches or bark or different parts of a plant, and they're extracted usually through steam distillation. There's a few other different ways that they can be extracted, but usually it's steam distilled. And they're very concentrated and very potent and powerful forms of the plant that they came from. And so peppermint oil is a very potent and powerful extract from the peppermint plant, and same for lavender and all of the oils. The plant that they came from, it's like a super condensed, concentrated version of the therapeutic benefit that that plant would have. And so they have really health promoting benefits. They are very therapeutic when they are pure, and they can be applied to your skin or inhaled, incorporated in massage. And Young Living's oils are pure enough to be taken internally, and that only applies to Young Living. And we'll talk about the difference in a second. In addition to their essential oils, which they have over 200 different single oils and blends that you can choose from, and the things that they can do and the way that they can support the body is amazing and so versatile. And so there really is so much that you can learn about the individual oils. We have reference materials that we can point you in that direction so that you can really learn about every oil and what they can do and how it could benefit your body. But in addition to the purest oils in the world, which is backed by their Seed to Seal standard, which we will talk about in just a second, they also have just a complete product line. They've spent 20 plus years developing multiple product lines that are toxin free, that are infused with their essential oils, that are amazing for your health, and can really set you on the path of pursuing wellness and pursuing a toxin free life in a home. They have NingXia Red, which is their incredible nutrient infusion drink. It's a berry beverage that you only need 1 ounce a day, and it is chock full of vitamins and minerals and nutrients for you, and it's jam packed with antioxidants. It's the highest antioxidant rated drink supplement on the market that you can find, and it's incredible. They also have their Thieves line of cleaners and household products that are infused with the power of Thieves essential oil. We'll talk about that oil in a little while, but they have toxin-free cleaners that are really effective, and an entire line of household products that you can feel safe knowing that they're going to be effective at cleaning and cleansing, but also not have any toxins in them. They have a whole line of bath and body products that are, again, free of toxic chemicals and are packed with essential oils, so they're great for your skin, great for your hair, and all of that. And then they also have an entire line of top-notch supplements that are very pure, don't have any junk added to them, and are infused with essential oils. And they've studied the absorption rate of when you add certain essential oils to different nutrients, that your body absorbs those nutrients better and more effectively. And so most of Young Living supplements are infused with different essential oils to increase the absorption in your body, which is amazing. And they're very effective because of that added bonus that you're getting. So the Young Living difference, what makes Young Living so different? Why would you choose to use wellness products from Young Living instead of just getting them from a health food store or ordering them online on an online retailer or something? So Young Living is the world leader in essential oils, and not all oils are created equal. So they exceed international standards for essential oil purity and quality by adhering to their strict seed to seal process. And you can go to seed2seal.com. That's just seed2seal.com, all one word. And that will explain the process in detail. There's videos and more information there, but we're quickly just going to go through kind of what that means. Their seed to seal process is really what sets Young Living apart, and what you will find will make the world of difference in your Young Living products versus any other products that you will find. So Young Living owns and operates currently 11 farms. They're continuing to acquire more farmland, but they own farmland where they grow their own botanicals. And when they are farming their crops, they are using a beyond organic standard. So there's no chemical exposure of any kind to any of their plants on any of their fields. And they're very, very strict about that. And they really are serious about making sure that no chemicals get leached into any of the plant material, so that no residue from that will ever be in your essential oil, and they can make sure that they're pure that way. And that's not something that you will find with any other type of essential oil brand, that they can ensure that. They do hand weeding, and they use their own essential oils as pest control. So they don't use any kind of chemicals whatsoever to take care of their botanicals, because they want to ensure that they're completely pure. They build distilleries on site with all of their farms so that they're distilled by expert distillers, and make sure that they can preserve the natural components that make an oil have the therapeutic value that we want. So a lot of oils, when they're distilled, those natural components are destroyed if it's done incorrectly. And distillation is a very delicate process that has to be done extremely carefully. And so when you get huge batches of essential oils that are just sold by brokers and just sold off kind of to whatever company wants to buy and relabel them, which is most companies in the world, except for Young Living, then they're just trying to get as much essential oil out of that plant material as possible in as little amount of time so that they can maximize profit. And so they're not doing it in small batches, and they're not doing it as carefully. And so it's missing many of the compounds that it needs to have for it to have that therapeutic value. And that's why you'll find a lot of ineffective essential oils at a much lower price point at health food stores and things like that. In addition, every oil is rigorously tested in-house and by a third party to ensure that it is absolutely 100% pure and of the therapeutic grade that Young Living expects. And if any oil ever comes back to not meet that standard, if it's been adulterated somehow, or if it does not meet the therapeutic standard, it is thrown out. It is not sold to their members. And Young Living has been distilling essential oils and creating oil-infused wellness products for 21 plus years. So they really are the most experienced company in the industry. They really have set the standard and kind of created the industry, to be honest, in the world, because it really had been kind of died off with the onset of synthetic chemicals and many companies realizing that it was much cheaper to actually use synthetic fragrance than to use pure essential oil. And so Young Living has really brought back the difference in the world with using essential oils and using them for therapeutic and medicinal benefit. And so you can trust that when you're ordering from Young Living, when you're getting a Young Living oil, that it is 100% pure, that it has not been adulterated, that it is safe enough to use on your skin, on your family, to diffuse, to breathe in those fragrances, to put it on your body. Like we said, everything that you put on your skin is absorbed within 26 seconds. And that's true of the essential oil as well. And so when you're putting an oil from Young Living on your skin instead of something toxic, you're actually allowing within 26 seconds that oil that's really good for you to enter your bloodstream in that same amount of time. And so we can use that information to actually know that we're doing something good for our bodies instead of nervous about what we're applying to our skin. There are three main ways to enjoy your essential oils and to apply them. The first is internally, and this only applies again to Young Living essential oils. There's no other company that I would trust to take internally because of the quality controls that Young Living does. There's really no match to Seed to Steel in any other company. You can look into their quality standards and you will not find anything nearly as stringent and nearly as careful as the Seed to Steel standard. It really makes a huge difference in purity, and you don't want to be ingesting anything that's not pure. So to take them internally, you can add them to a glass of water, you can add them to an empty vegetable capsule, and then top it with a carrier oil like olive oil or coconut oil or something like that. Internal usage of essential oils offers digestive support, immune support that can support different systems of the body and proper function. And they can taste great too as flavorings to food and to water and to drinks and things like that. Second way is topically. You can apply a few drops of essential oil directly to the skin. Most of the time you'll want to use a carrier oil like olive oil or coconut. Any kind of seed or nut oil is fine to use. You don't want to use canola oil or butter or anything like that, and any highly processed or hydrogenated oil or anything like that. They are rapidly absorbed through the skin, so you get the benefit of them. You get the aromatic benefit from applying them to the skin. They can provide really great benefits to like facial care, beauty care, skin care, things like that. They can provide comfort and relief and full body benefit when you apply them to the skin. So that's a great way to apply them topically. And then the third way is aromatically. You can use them in a diffuser. And Young Living has awesome diffusers. You can find diffusers kind of anywhere these days. They've kind of become more popular. So you can diffuse the essential oil into like in an ultrasonic diffuser to make sure that it doesn't heat the oils. And that spreads the essential oil particles throughout the air so that you're breathing in their benefits. You can also smell them directly from their bottle, or you can rub a couple of drops into your palms and take deep breaths out of your hands. So a lot of the oils are very cleansing to the air. They can open your passageways. They can improve your mood, affect you emotionally, and things like that. So I love that at the bottom of this, it says in you, on you, and around you. So there's 3 different ways to enjoy your oils. You can put them inside internally, you can put them on your skin, and then you can diffuse them around you so that you can be smelling them and also breathing in their benefit through your olfactory nerves. So just a few safety tips about essential oils. Please don't ever put them into your ears or your eyes. It will burn and can cause damage. If you ever get them into a sensitive area like your eyes, make sure that you have carrier oil and not water. Do not use water to get an essential oil out of your eye, because it will just spread that further. So you want to use a carrier oil to get it out. Just apply it to wherever the discomfort is in the eye area, and that will help. Use a carrier oil most of the time when you are using essential oils topically. If they feel hot, apply more carrier oil to the top of it to take away the heat of that oil. If a rash occurs after any time of application, just refrain from applying that oil topically for a few days, and then start with more carrier oil to see if you actually have a sensitization, or if it was just one time that maybe you used too much for the first time. If you have medical conditions, pregnancy, epileptics, if you're on medication, you should consult with your doctor. There are a few oils that should be avoided. Just do your own research and know your body, and work with your doctor to be able to use them safely. And especially for those who are undergoing chemo or radiation or intensive treatment like that, just make sure that your doctor is okay and they approve of your use of them. Strong oils like peppermint, rosemary, sage, eucalyptus, and wintergreen should be avoided with children. And under the age of 5 for those, and then wintergreen under the age of 12. Those are very strong, very scented, highly scented oils with a lot of very strong properties in them. And so just use caution the first time you use them. Avoid them around little kids under the age of 5. Citrus oils are photosensitive, so when you apply them to your skin, you need to avoid being in the sun for long periods of time, and always read the label. If you're allergic to something, make sure that you know the ingredients and the products that you're using. And we have a list of common allergens that we can give you that are, in our products or things like that, so that you can know which ones are safe to use with your specific allergy. And then again, if you have a medical condition or you are taking medication, consult your doctor. Don't start any new protocols or any new things without consulting with your medical professional first. That's just always a good idea. So a few of our favorite oils, we're going to talk quickly through some of them. And the first one is lavender. Lavender is an amazing oil that smells wonderful, is very calming, supports normal sleep, and can ease stress. It's great for the skin, great for unwinding, and it's one of those oils that everybody knows about. Everybody's kind of familiar with lavender, and so it's a very versatile oil that lots of people turn to for lots of different things. So that's a great one. Lemon is an awesome oil that's very cleansing. It contains D-limonene, which is an antioxidant that has been linked to healthy immune system function. It can be used to flavor foods, can be used in capsules to support a healthy immune system, healthy digestive system. And it also is an important ingredient in natural cosmetics. So it can be used for cleansing the skin and things like that. It is cold pressed from the rind of the lemon. So lemon is not a steam distilled oil. It's actually cold pressed from the rind. So it's more like lemon zest instead of lemon juice. So lots of people like to add it to their water or to their food. It provides a really nice flavor, and it has an extremely uplifting scent that smells amazing. So it's a very happy oil. Lots of people love the scent of lemon oil, and the citrus oils in general are all really great. Peppermint oil is my personal favorite, and it supports gastrointestinal system, maintains efficiency of the digestive tract. It can support performance during exercise and mental clarity. And it's just a really great oil overall. It smells really, really good. It has a really invigorating scent, very uplifting for me, and can really support just mental focus and things like that, as well as digestion and things like healthy gut function and bowel function and things like that. So this is a really great versatile oil to have. The next is an oil called copaiba, and you probably have never heard of this one. I had never heard of it until I'd been around in Young Living for a while, and it's a very light smelling oil. It's not heavily scented like some of the other ones are, so it's not as strong as some of the other ones smell. It's used to aid in digestion, supports the body's natural response to injury or irritation, helps the body to regulate its natural immune responses, and it comes from the Amazon rainforest, and it's actually resin tapped from the tree. I don't remember, the tree's name is something different than copaiba, but it has a really high concentration of the constituent beta-caryophyllene of any known essential oil, and so I am encourage you to Google that constituent name, beta-caryophyllene, and see all of the cool things that it can do, because copaiba is really rich in that component. So this is an awesome oil that I love having on hand. It also makes every oil that you pair with copaiba, it is an intensifier. And so if you put copaiba on with, say, lavender, it's going to intensify the effects of the lavender that you put on your skin and things like that. So it's really cool that it has those properties in it. The next is frankincense, and this is one of the oldest, most ancient essential oils. It's considered the holy anointing oil in the Middle East. It's been used for centuries in religious ceremonies. You probably recognize the name because it was well known during the time of Christ, and was one of the gifts that was given to Christ at his birth. So it's been around for ages and highly regarded in many other cultures as just a valuable oil. And it has a really warm, uplifting aroma that's very calming and very grounding. It's also really good for your skin. So I love to just use a drop of frankincense with a carrier oil on my skin as a facial moisturizer. That's what I do most often. And I absolutely love the benefits that I see from it, just with how it supports healthy skin and has that brightening effect on it is really wonderful. The next oil is a blend called Thieves, and we have talked about this a little bit with the Thieves product line. There are lots of products that Young Living creates that have Thieves in it because it's such a powerful blend of oils. So when taken internally, Thieves supports healthy immune function. It really helps to support that system of your body. It is an ideal complement to a daily wellness regimen. This is one of those oils that you should have on hand all the time to add to a cup of water or some tea, or to take in a capsule to really just help your body to function at its optimal level. Cinnamon oil is one of the oils in it. It's thought to promote healthy cardiovascular and immune function. It has eucalyptus in it, which helps to maintain healthy respiratory system. And then clove in the Thieves oil helps promote a healthy immune response and overall wellness. So this is a really cool oil. It smells wonderful. It kind of smells like Christmas a little bit. It's very spicy. It smells so good, and it's really purifying to the air. And so when you diffuse these, it smells wonderful. Really makes your house to feel clean and really inviting. And so this is a beloved oil. And the Thieves product line, there's a Thieves cleaner, there are Thieves toothpaste and mouthwash, and a Thieves hand sanitizer, and a Thieves spray to kind of keep in your purse to help to disinfect surfaces and things like that. They also, Young Living just came out this year with Thieves dish soap, and then a fruit and veggie cleaner, and then a laundry soap. So Thieves is infused to all kinds of different toxin-free products that Young Living sells, and is an amazing cleaning agent when it's added to those things. That's why they have the hand soap and the cleanser and all of those things, because Thieves is just a really powerful blend of oils that really works well when used in cleaning and purifying the air and things like that, as well as boosting the immune system. So Thieves is really wonderful. Everybody loves it. Purification is another blend of oils that can help to freshen the air and eliminate odors. It's a blend of kind of some summery smelling oils, so like citronella, lemongrass, and tea tree oil, and a couple of others. So people love to use this oil to diffuse, to get rid of stinky things in their house. I like to add a couple of drops of purification to my dryer balls in my dryer to make my laundry smell fresh. You can use it on cotton balls or on like tissues or something, and put them in the vents of your house or a hotel room or your car or something to freshen the air. Citronella oil is often used as an insect deterrent, and that is one of the oils that's in purification. So you can use it that way, and it just encourages, it's really great for the skin, encourages overall well-being, lots of different functions for purification that can help with all kinds of different things. So that's a great oil blend. The next is Digize, and this is one of my favorite oils as well. It's awesome for just digestive comfort and healthy digestive function. And it's a blend of 8 really digesting supportive essential oils. So ginger, anise, fennel, peppermint, tarragon, lemongrass, patchouli, and juniper. So it's a really powerful blend of oils, helps to promote healthy bowel function because of peppermint in it, just to aid digestion and make sure that that system is running properly and running the way that it should in your body. So this is a really great oil to have on hand. RC is also a favorite. I love all of the oils that we're talking about tonight. RC is a really invigorating aroma and really smells kind of herbaceous. This one also smells like Christmas to me. It has pine and the cypress and the black spruce, and those mixed together with like the peppermint and the eucalyptus really smell festive to me, and it's a very invigorating and stimulating aroma. So you can apply it to your chest. You can apply it before or after exercise. You can encourage comfort by massaging some on you before bedtime or whenever you feel like you need the support. And then the eucalyptus in RC is really great to support the respiratory system and to also soothe muscles after exercise. And so there are some great benefits to having RC. I love the smell of it, and it's really a wonderful oil. So Panaway is next, and this is a really powerful blend of oils: wintergreen, clove, helichrysum, and peppermint. Helichrysum essential oil is amazing, and the plant helichrysum is a regenerating plant, and so you can keep cutting away at the helichrysum and it will regenerate itself. And so it has really powerful properties when it's applied to the body, and especially in its essential oil form. So helichrysum can be used to soothe overworked muscles and to defend against harmful free radicals. Clove is very stimulating and revitalizes body function, and then wintergreen has really soothing and calming properties. A lot of people say it smells like root beer when they sell it because of the wintergreen in it, and the clove mixed together. Those two oils together have kind of a sweet candy-ish scent. They're really good. They're very relaxing, and they're also great to relax skin and muscles. Often used in massage. Panaway feels really good when used in massage. So it's a great blend to keep on hand for after exercise or physical activity, because it feels really good when it's used to massage into the skin. Also, Stress Away. This is an amazing oil. It's a blend of copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, acacia, lavender, and coconut oil. So this already has a carrier in it. So you can apply it directly to the skin without having to worry about adding any more carrier. It is very stimulating. It helps to ease tension, helps to create relaxation and calm. And so it's a very stress relieving oil, just like the name implies. And so it can help with just irritability or stress or tension or anxiety or anything like that. Just kind of response to everyday life as stressors come up. Stress Away is great to have on hand to just roll on the back of your neck or to roll on your wrists, to just inhale deeply or to diffuse it or something like that, to really help with those moments of tension. So those are the oils, some of our favorite oils. And then there's also NingXia Red, which I mentioned earlier. NingXia Red is an antioxidant nutrient infusion beverage that Young Living is proprietary. They're the only people who make a beverage like NingXia Red. It is made from the wolfberry, and it is a puree of whole wolfberry. So it's not just wolfberry juice. It's actually the whole wolfberry fruit that has been pureed, and then it also has several citrus oils in it to aid in the absorption of those nutrients. And the wolfberry is really high in antioxidants. It's really high in protein and fiber, has really important minerals and vitamins, has zinc. So it's really supportive of the immune system, and it's a really great daily supplement to just make sure that you're getting the nutrient infusion that you need so that you can process your food better and that your body can function at its optimal level. And then also it has the power of those citrus oils in it. And if you remember, the citrus oils contain that D-limonene, which is really powerful antioxidant. So you're combining several really powerful antioxidant sources together in one drink of NingXia Red, and it's amazing for your health. If you just try 1 ounce a day, you will be amazed at how you feel and how your whole body just feels supported drinking that. There's also supplements and things like that, but the best way to get started and the best way that we can recommend to start using Young Living is to become a member. And that sounds scary to a lot of people, but Young Living's membership is just like a Costco or a Sam's Club membership. It doesn't have any strings attached. It simply gets you access to youngliving.com so that you can use them like an online store, like you would Amazon or like Costco or anything like that, except Young Living store offers you awesome essential oil infused and toxin free products that you can purchase at your convenience whenever you want. So you don't have to buy through a distributor. You become your own member and manage your own account. And you can buy their THIEVES products. You can buy NingXia Red. You can buy any essential oils that you want whenever you want. And you don't have to worry about penalties or fees or required purchases or anything like that. It's really just getting you access to these products so that you can start incorporating them into your life. And Young Living has their premium starter kits, and those are by far the best deal. They're offered at like 60% off or more of the retail prices of getting all of those products individually. That comes with your membership, so there's no additional membership fees. And these are really the best way to get started. There's a few different options. There is the Everyday Oils kit that comes with your choice of a diffuser. So there is the Dewdrop diffuser, the bamboo diffuser, or then there's 2 upgraded diffusers, the Rainstone or the Aria diffuser, that you can choose. So if you can choose whichever diffuser you want, ranging from just a simple home diffuser to one that really has a lot of features and bells and whistles that's really, really nice and beautiful. And those come at different price points, starting at $160 for the Dewdrop diffuser. In addition to the diffuser, you get 11 5-milliliter bottles of the oils that we talked about tonight. So you get all of the ones that we discussed. You also get 2 sample sachets of NingXia Red, so you can start trying that to see how you like it. And I promise that you will love it. I haven't ever met somebody who hates it before. It's really wonderful and makes you feel awesome. And then you also get 10 little sample sachets and sample bottles for sharing your essential oils with somebody else in your life who could benefit from them. And everyone really can benefit from Young Living products. There's not a single person that I can think of that has no need for essential oils or for these products in their life. There's also the option to get started with NingXia Red if that really appeals to you and you really feel like you need that nutrient infusion. There is the NingXia Red starter kit that comes with 2 bottles of NingXia Red plus a 30 pack of the 2-ounce singles, and then you get a box of NingXia Nitro, which is their energy boosting supplement. It's kind of like 5-hour energy, except without the crash or any of the weird chemicals or anything like that. Really awesome. And then there's also the Thieves starter kit. It comes with the entire Thieves line of products. So you get 2 bottles of cleaner, 2 bottles of their foaming hand soap, which is amazing. You get some toothpaste and mouthwash, and then 2 bottles each of their Thieves spray and Thieves hand sanitizer, along with a full-size bottle of Thieves oil. So you can really start incorporating the Thieves products into your home and replace all of your toxic cleaners and soaps and mouthwash and things like that with the Thieves products, and really start experiencing the power of those really quickly. And both of those kits start at $160 as well. So you get the membership at no extra cost, and you get all of the products that are pictured in the kits for just that cost of $160. If you want to upgrade your diffuser, that's your choice, but it's not required. Young Living just knows that some people really want a fancy diffuser, and so they offer some of their higher end ones like the Rainstone or the Aria diffuser for those who want to do that. So in addition, we didn't really talk about all the supplements tonight, but they have a full line of supplements that are amazing. And really what I want to leave you with is that Young Living offers you the chance to care about your health and to do things to take care of your healthy self before it's too late, and to really start prioritizing taking care of yourself in the best way possible, using toxin-free products, using natural products that came from the earth, that are pure and that are good for you, and offering you the opportunity to not just use things that maybe don't have toxins in them, but to use products that have the power of essential oils infused into them. And you know, the saying that you don't really care about your health until it's gone is so true. And I've heard so many different people say that, where, you know, I wish I would have taken care of myself while I still had that opportunity. And it's true that the choices you make today to take care of your healthy self will shape your tomorrow and will avoid a lot of heartache and problems in the future. And so I'm really thankful for Young Living for that opportunity to have these products available to me. I can't imagine life without the essential oils and the supplements and the NingXia Red and just all the things that we do to keep ourselves healthy and to pursue and promote wellness in our bodies and our lives. And how great it feels to be able to have toxin-free cleaners and toxin-free toothpaste and to feel safe using these products is really amazing and reassuring. And so to be a member of Young Living doesn't mean that you have to, you know, switch over everything all at once, or that you have to completely change your entire life. It's just baby steps. And so taking the first step of getting your membership, getting your oils kit, or getting your NingXia Red kit, or getting your Thieves kit, changing out something, and then slowly over time, changing out things so that your house can become more and more toxin free. It doesn't have to happen overnight. Nobody expects that of you. but to really start pursuing it and start by making an investment into getting some essential oils and learning about them. And we will help you learn about them. We have a team, we have a Facebook group that we can support you. Whoever the friend that invited you would be more than happy to introduce you to the products that can best benefit you and that you need to, start incorporating into your life. They can make suggestions. They can help you, walk you through the process until you're more comfortable with essential oils and what they can do and which ones you need and things like that. And it's really a family. Like In Living is a community of people who really care about each other and care about wellness and care about helping each other become the healthiest versions and the best versions of ourselves. And so I really hope that you're encouraged tonight. I hope that you have learned something and are excited to get started. I'm excited to help you get started. I really feel like everyone can benefit from these products. Everyone can benefit from incorporating essential oils into their life and benefit from removing the toxins and then adding something in that is great for your body, like essential oils and Young Living products. And so that concludes our class tonight, and hopefully you guys have learned something and are excited. And I will be available for questions a little bit after this is over, and look forward to hearing more about your journeys of wellness and kind of the path that you've been taken. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your time, and we will see you guys later.